Deforestation and forest degradation are very complex problems, rooted in issues that expand well beyond the jurisdictions where they take place. They outpace the speed at which forest countries grow their own resources and capacities to effectively control them, and are often tied to remote yet powerful decisions outside the forest boundaries. Because their destruction represents a major cause of global emissions, and because of their irreplaceable value, forests are the key to meeting the global common objectives, including in the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda and the Paris Agreement. With annual global deforestation increasing by 50 to 60% over the last 6 years, we are plainly off this pathway. The urgency to protect forests has never been so clear and decisive. It is time for pledges to turn into actions, and for actions to turn into results. In spite of progress being slow, we are seeing important movements in the right direction. The private sector is increasingly signing on to zero deforestation pledges and implementing environmental safeguards to address their forest impacts. Aided by a powerful increase in awareness, the civil society is also mobilizing to demand stronger commitment and actions from the public and private sectors. And finally, the ongoing submission of updated NDCs shows increasing commitments from countries on protecting forests and ecosystems. For example, out of the 19 countries supported by the NDC Partnership that have submitted an updated NDC to date, 10, including several with important tropical forests, have added improved AFLU sector emission targets to their new NDCs. But increasing ambition without finance will not allow us to see the needed results. While REDD+ still needs to realize its full potential, especially with regards to the mobilization of finance at the scale needed, it will remain indispensable to curb deforestation globally. Innovative approaches such as LEAVE are part of a much-needed boost to secure funding at the scale and pace required to trigger real transformative change. I would like to close by sharing my previous experience around REDD+ as a government official. Besides being an effective model to bridge the funding gap for sustainable investments in rural areas in forest countries, REDD+ has served as an incentive for better governance, for greening fiscal policy, and for leveraging resources from all responsible sectors in combating forest loss. We have been fortunate in Colombia. Our 2 REDD+ results-based programs have been game changers, allowing deforestation to transition from an almost invisible problem to a national security matter that is constantly monitored and for which all responsible agencies are accountable for. But fighting deforestation demands large-scale investments in record timeframes. For example, the success of productive alternatives for local communities depends on the availability of infrastructure, social services, and access to markets. While some of this need to be secured through public funds, the participation of the private sector is the only feasible solution to elevate and accelerate funding to levels that can truly break the deforestation loops at the local level. The protection of key ecosystems, such as forests, is the most important policy decision and investment decision to secure our future. But we have not acted at the necessary speed and scale. The time to work together to drive a better future for all is now. Thank you.